traveling through parallel universes beckons intrepid adventurers. Each universe presents distinct laws of physics, alternate histories, and uncharted wonders. As we journey, we encounter reflections of ourselves and ponder the myriad possibilities that could be taken. Guided by curiosity and a thirst for knowledge, we embrace the thrill of discovery amidst enigmatic landscapes. This cosmic odyssey, the dance with destiny, reaffirms the indomitable spirit of human curiosity, a union that the wonders of the multiverse are limitless.
Testing, mic check, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, Kappa 1, 2, 3 perhaps? Anyways, Osu Taiko 2025 World Cup, we've had 6 showcases, all the way from qualifiers to now Grand Finals. Once again, and as usual, I am Rafalge, but this time, for the Grand Finale, we have something special. I am joined by not only Teasel, but Over the Hedge. Hello, both of you.
Hello.
Hi. I'm finally done playing the tournament, so I get to just look at the maps now instead of stress out over playing them.
A relieved sigh.
Oh, you're telling me.
I'm just here, as usual.
Hey, Teasel.
Well, Teasel's here and we love him for it, so let's not delay at all. Get right into it. Nomad 1, let's see it. Alright, Nomad 1. 8 stars, it's happening. The real tournament begins with a custom map by Force Betty, our brand favorite, beloved artist Rinya, 230 BPM OD8. It's gonna be burst heaven, perhaps hell, depending on your skill set.
This is kind of what we tend to expect to see from Nomad 1s, so I'm kind of wondering what exactly have you done to make it crazy enough to be the Grand Finals Nomad 1?
After playing it, I think a fair way to describe this map is Gonoid Chop, but tuned up to 8 stars.
Yeah, pretty much.
This is a super me-oriented kind of map. I choked an FC on like the last stream on Cyberreach, and there's no way I'm doing it again. Most of it's not that hard. You got, like, 1/6 like that, right, is going to be easy for the 3 teams remaining, which, by the way, congrats to Taiwan, Korea, and Japan for making it to the top 3.
They are absolutely insane, as usual, as they have been in the past as well.
Yeah, three countries that you might have heard of in previous GWCs, just running it back. Good players tend to stay good, you know?
The question's going to be,
tradition.
Will Korea or Taiwan win in the loser bracket?
I believe in every single case, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe in every single case where the top 3 has been Japan, South Korea, and Taiwan, it's always been Taiwan second, South Korea third.
In a lot, yeah.
I feel like third has kind of been the main position of flux. Like, Korea, I've gotten a couple of thirds, but then kind of started snagging a lot of seconds in this decade, right?
Yeah.
But this year, who knows what's going to happen, right? All 3 teams very good. Anyway, coming into the last KI here. Got a lot more 1/6 coming in. Again, honestly, this is probably nothing too crazy for the remaining teams, but these last streams with nerves, that mono burst, pretty tough. I lost FC here, I think.
Yep, makes sense.
Yeah, the SV speed up coming in as well. Coming in hot. Might catch anybody out. But
yeah,
if it doesn't.
It doesn't catch 1SBAT 4.
Yeah, fairly high BPM for those sorts of bursts, but if anyone can handle it, it's got to be our top 3 teams. But will
Oh,
they
yeah.
handle Nomad 2?
This one's
Right.
yeah, this one's tough.
Nomad 2 is very funny because a lot of the intro is unmapped, so you have 2 options here. You could either be a real one and hit spacebar and skip it, or you could be a
Or-
funny one and let it all play out like we do here.
You mean a real one and a
Psychological
realer
warfare.
one?
It's a real thing.
Exactly.
Psych your opponent out, keep them. I mean, you know, stalling is a known thing in tournaments. So you can extend to the break if it's this long.
I mean, with
Plus,
this
I mean,
one, it might
it's
be a valid
boss.
strat. Exactly,
Listen,
it's very
this is
chill.
Nice. Oh, it's chill, is it?
It's,
Oh, let's see how long.
well,
Let's see how long it stays that way.
it was chill.
No, it still is. So surely this means the whole song will be, you know, nice and. Yeah, I can't keep this up for much longer. Honestly.
You're
Okay,
running
well,
out of
this
time.
stream. Yeah, this stream is also. I mean, it's a 140 BPM stream. There are players remaining in the tournament that could probably single tap this if they wanted to, and that is about to change. Coming into the tech section here. Just lots and lots of bursts of different snaps, different lengths as well, which can really catch players out.
Yeah, also blurring the colors between the different snappings as well is going to make the finger control demands quite high.
Yeah, I mean, it says 142 BPM, but God knows what it really is.
Yeah, this is. I think we're working with some Schrödinger's BPM type stuff with this one. Lots of different rhythms. This part, I feel like single tapping tactically actually makes this kind of section a lot easier to hit. Maybe that's just me though. All the remaining teams are kind of just composed of very, very strong KDDK all players, so something tells me they'll just be fine.
I mean, it
But
is
who
true.
knows?
Rhythmically, it is absolutely insane, but in terms of patterning, it's not that bad.
Yeah, there are some tricky ones that do stand out, but as a whole, like, it does look fairly accessible.
About as accessible as you can make it for this round, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
like-
yeah, don't want to make it too easy. Like, we're here to challenge the best of the best.
It is a big jump though. I got 99 on Echoes, like, okay, high 98, low 99. I get 92 on this. And
Cool.
that felt like a good run too. Just before this
Game
showcase.
type map.
Yep, easy 7's hard for beginners. This section I think is the hardest in the map. Just weird kind of color lengths combined with even more doublets, even quicker snaps, more variety too. These doublets are crazy to read. And
Yeah,
process.
kind of mixing them in with these extra patternings like that, and really increasing the density. If players
Yeah.
haven't missed already, this has got to be the place they do it.
Yeah, the doublet triplet combos especially just. I don't know about the players here, but they sure get me for a lot of misses.
I mean, it's kind of like Nananas's ESM map, where the key eye hits
Yeah.
and you just have to read the doublets as though they were connected to the other patterns.
Yeah.
But
Or
that's
you die.
easier said than done.
Yeah, and if feeling at that for 1 second, those finishers
Oh.
like know what's going on there, or you like will miss. It's
You
really
will
weird.
have to practice.
Don't finish your cat. Don't finish your cat. Don't finish your cat, and you're good.
You're
And you've
good,
FC
just
the
like-
that because you hit the rest of it right. You're good.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you to Rubies for that one. Fantastic map. Let's move on to the third Nomad, Nomad 3.
宝物を忘れたまま息をしてる気がしたんだ本当の闇を知らないから君を星に託す
All Ocean Sahara, Ocean's Legacy, the sequel everyone wanted. Yoho delivering an absolute finger blending, finger disintegrating speed track. Illustration by Type, wonderful work. Graphics design by Crabtown, Polytetrol, and Alex Dunk. Quality assurance by Red CXCA and Alex Dunk, and video design coordination by Sakura006, mapped by Wone, and played by Nurend. What do you guys think?
This is beautiful. Like, the background especially, just as a stunning piece. It feels very reminiscent of just like those like old-timey style paintings, and I think it works so well here. And I think it's probably one of the best songs I've ever heard at this speed. Sometimes I feel like it can be a bit overwhelming, but the melody of this one just flows so nicely, and I think the players will have a good time with this one. Some of those bursts look really difficult. I mean, well, I say bursts, I mean just streams. Some of the finishers look a bit crazy, but I think they're up to the challenge on this one.
Yeah, this might be the most melodic anything I've ever heard at a BPM this high. The map looks hard enough, which I don't normally feel is true for No Mod 3 because it's easy to forget how good everyone is at speed, but yeah, this is a well-deserved 8.5 stars. Some of the streams look pretty rough, especially at the end. I think this should be a good enough challenge, even for the most mechanics-heavy teams in the left in the tournament.
I think
It's
you're
pretty
right.
cool. The second map to do with Poseidon in the tournament.
Oh, true.
Taiko loves the ocean. We've got Poseidon's Reach, now we have Ocean's Legacy.
He's no longer mad. He's calmed down, just in time to speed up to 342 BPM.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's his final
this-
attack.
Oh, it sure plays like it. Sure looks
Right.
like it. Alright.
What is one of our beloved mascots'
Ooh.
final attack is No Mod 4.
Are you kidding me? Hi!
Return.
What? This is the best Glorp emote, I think. Yeah,
Glass.
personal favorite. Anyway, so, if any one of you liked Never Play Me, this is Never Play Me if it was 8 stars just from the notes. Okay, no, if it were like 7.4 stars from the notes and also the SV exists. It's a
Yeah.
lot denser.
I think without it's about 7.7.
Hey, like the artist, kinda.
Hey, yeah.
It's perfect. But yeah, lots more bursts, and just harder to read, and just generally faster and denser than Never Play Me was.
It's just hard. It's a difficult map.
A bit of a slower jam section as well, with some of these really tight overlaps being quite difficult to read.
Yeah, it's got that flowy SV thing where you're not quite sure what the heck is happening with the SV. Anyway, second build-up, whatever could come after this.
Oh no!
Something's going on here. It's a stream with 1-8 bursts in the middle.
This is just like the last guy of Never Play Me if it took enough steroids to kill every animal in the zoo. And these 1/6 are hard, by the way, these between patterns. It's tricky to read. Like, my hands just
true.
execute these wrong a lot of the time.
And then this part is just, the standard Daria Core ninja notes on the blips.
Understandable miss.
Yeah, fair
Yeah,
enough. Completely fair.
I think we figured out EDM is just the best genre for this more SV heavy No Mod 4 slot that we've had this year. It's
Seems
worth
like
like
it,
a
yeah.
trade, I think.
Some of the
Never
overlaps.
Play Me. Oh, Never Play Me.
Some of the overlaps we've just seen are quite crazy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I guess one positive is that it's only 2 minutes 20 seconds in length, so if you do feel like you have to start kind of memorizing anything or that, there shouldn't be too much to memorize or kind of practice overall. So
Positive?
hopefully all of our players will be willing to keep it open and perhaps even pick it in match.
Yeah.
Personally, I wish it was like 4 minutes long. I play stuff like this for hours, but yeah, I can understand not wanting a million years worth of this in match. It's probably going to be pretty grueling even for 2 minutes 20, but we have teams to rise to the challenge. Speaking of challenges, Nomad 5 is one of those. This map is really hard, actually.
I'll just look at the background, you already know what's coming.
It's scary.
Oh.
Frightening.
So, the early runs of Nomad 5 were not hard on stamina at all, but they were pattern maps, right? And then the last couple rounds, they've not really been that hard on the patterns, except maybe like the 1-5 in Hyper Sci 2K, but they've been, harder on the stamina. I think it's fair to say this map is both of those things at once.
Final boss, pretty much. The Fearmonger.
Oh yeah. Yeah. At a high level, everyone has stamina these days, especially after a couple of years straight of just death streams being the main thing that gives PP. Everyone's been playing just hard streams for rank, so you gotta really step up the challenge these days to make a hard stream pick.
I mean, I think the real fearmonger here is realizing that the BPM in the bottom right corner there is not a, oh, this part is 260 and this part is 284 thing. No, it fluctuates between them quite often.
Are you saying there are 284 streams in this?
I don't think there are streams, but there are some notes. There are some non-stream notes.
Because I played this and could keep up with the streams, like all of them, for, the usual time I can keep up with 260. None of them just insta-killed me like I think they would at 280. But even just knowing there are multiple BPMs is probably going to keep people on edge. Not to mention, a week from now, they're going to know where the changes are, probably. This stream is really, really hard. These patterns are harder than they look, and they don't look easy.
Being on there and getting 100 and that's it.
Some people are different. Nurin is one of them. These are not the easiest patterns for DDKK either in a lot of places. Lots of KDKDK, stuff like that. It's just that Nurand is very good at the game.
Yeah.
This is a ridiculous run.
Yeah, I really doubt we'll be seeing many plays like this in match. I mean, Nurin got as many tries as he wanted to get the replay for this, but this is where you're going to tell me this is his first try.
I could see it. I could completely see it. He is one digit for a reason.
True.
I will refrain from commenting on the amount of attempts.
We'll believe it was the first.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We know you're as jealous as the rest of us, Raph. He's too good.
Yeah, it's so true.
All right, so that's Nomad 5. What's Nomad 6?
All right. People guess various things, but it's 96 Glass bringing us Greasy Fast Speed with Contradiction, a wonderful map by our favorite CDH. It's very, very hard. What do you think?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you're right. For every map so far, I've at least gotten to think like, oh, I could play like most of this. Not this one. That looks insanely hard the whole way through.
Yeah,
I also
it
have to
says
say-
200 to 10,000, but that's not quite right. It's actually 200 to 340,
Some
which
barbers
isn't
like-
much better.
Yeah. Once you get past a certain point, like who cares if it's 340 or 10,000?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, relentless as well. Like the difficulty seemed high the whole way through with close to no breaks.
Yeah, pretty much. Just constant chaos.
Speaking of chaos,
Constant
I think the
chaos.
next map might give us a little bit of that.
Even more chaos.
Oh, as much as you can get. Oh my god, Nuren got 97. We are so boned. We are in trouble. Look
it's
at this.
difficult.
Wacky burst. Be prepared for a lot more of those.
Yeah, I feel like I can probably introduce this one.
Go
Alright,
ahead.
so this is Profession by Frums. And if you don't know what this is a song that is in the final boss of the One Key Dan courses, alongside a couple of other songs specially made for it, following on the theme of Ikigai. So yeah, this one is designed to be like the technical map for the Dan, so it's pretty tough.
Sounds technical enough. These bursts are crazy.
In the one key Dan, you only have one key, but in Taiko you have 4 of them. So we take the rhythm difficulty.
It's 4 times as
we
easy.
We had color difficulty too. I mean, it might actually be easier. I haven't played the one key one. What do you think?
A Grape T can't even pass it, and he's the best one key player in the world.
Wait, can't pass?
Really?
Yeah, he can't pass the final Dan. No one
Like,
can.
like even just
Uh-oh.
HP.
Oh no, HP wise, yeah, but I think he has like 92%. You need 96% to pass.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
Something tells me the one key one actually is harder than.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
that's
there's
not
other
saying
tracks
much.
as well. There's other tracks.
Yeah. With Dan courses, you play several in a row.
LTCA, this is 7.1 stars. I think we need to like make Rhythm 2. Where this is like at least it. This is wild. Some of the burst density just it goes from weird Futsu straight to skyrocketed like super fast bursts, and it goes straight back to Futsu so many times.
You will
Whiplash map.
not. Yeah, you
This
will
map is
not
the same
un-
from Whiplash.
Pretty much.
It actually is.
Are you rushing or are you dragging? I don't know.
Both. All the time. I'm missing, man. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm not doing any.
Rushing or dragging implies I'm at least hitting the correct note. And these patterns are not, like, the easiest either.
No, not at all.
You can't just press keys and kind of in the default way you'd expect and just hit things. You need to think about it and read the patterns as well, which, on top of trying to time it up, wild. And almost 3 minutes of it as well. Last burst isn't quite as hard as it looks, but it's okay because the rest is harder than it looks.
True. And you know what
Yeah, so
is
that one
definitely
is
harder than it looks?
pretty insane. But if you liked where that came from, there's also Mission by Sidosis, there's also Vocation by Billy Moto featuring Sonnet, and there is also Passion by Zuna. So a couple of other tracks you can check out from that kind of series as well. And maybe we'll see them in future World Cups.
Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
At map pullers. All right. Can you guys carry the next 2 maps? Because I don't
I
don't
can't
wanna
see
think about
anything. It's hidden one.
So I watched like 10 seconds of this, and Raph, why did you do this?
because it's difficult and it's slow hidden. But apparently, it's not so difficult that hard in Chinese cannot get a 99.5 FC.
Is this Shokan?
No. If anyone knows Chinese, you can read out the first letters of each character, and they are X and K.
Ah.
See.
So yeah, member of the Indonesian team this year. Very, very good at the game. What are these snaps, actually? Jeez.
Well, it's mostly just 1-4, but then you have a little 1-9 in there, because that's what you do.
Dude! Sorry, can you repeat what you just said for the class?
I mean, there's a 1-9, and then there's like a 1-3 doublet, or something like that. It might be 1-6.
You mapped this, right?
It's a snap. Yeah, I mapped this.
Okay. Alright.
Thankfully, the rest is fairly normal, but of course it's so slow that you can't really see what they are.
Is it more
Yeah, it
normal
seems-
than the SV makes it look?
Yes.
Right, okay. I was thinking, like, dude, there's 1-7 or something in here. What is that? But, okay. That helps a bit. Not
I mean, it kinda
exactly enough
seems
to
like-
see a Ravage play, though.
Like, it kind of, to me, it looks like you've kind of moved away from having it be quite intense, kind of technical aspect for the difficulty, and kind of lean more towards sort of like more unique snappings and just kind of more playing into the reading aspect.
Yeah, this one is definitely more of a just pure, slow hidden map. However, things might change in this Ki, where it goes a bit haywire with the SV and, visibility aspect.
So here it is. If you thought the rest of it was too easy, well, here you are.
I mean, I can tell you that most of it is just 1/8s, but the patterns, what are they? How are these 1/8s arranged?
Would you like to inform us, Mr. Mapper?
Nope. That's up for you to decide.
You're never beating the evil allegations.
Oh, well,
Song is nice, though.
I'm certainly not beating the evil allegations with what comes after this.
Oh no. How does it
No,
get
but
worse?
what comes after this is actually really nice. It's just that I can't play it.
True.
It's just hard. I don't think it's really hard in an evil way, but that's for the players to decide in a minute. At least the outro of this is, it's
Doable.
easy. Like, for these players, it's gonna be completely... I'm not gonna say that, actually, but for these players, it's certainly gonna be a lot easier than the rest of the map. But... What's up with Hidden 2, then? Hidden 1's pretty hard.
And guess what? So is Hidden 2. It's gonna be Feel Winter by Muyu.
This
With
map
a
is great.
BPM ranging from 100 to 260.
Mostly 260, but it makes use of the rest of that range.
So kind of sticking with the varied BPM compared to last week then, I guess.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a lot less heavy on the BPM antics compared to Darrow. But that
It would be
doesn't
hard to
mean
find a
it-
song that matches that.
That's true. Thank you for not finding such a thing. These are really tricky, by the way. I had to editor check the hell out of even this section to understand the rhythms going on.
Don't worry, here's the speed part.
This part is, frankly, one of the easiest sections of any map in the pool. It's just normal 260.
Yeah.
It does get
Yeah.
to scroll pretty fast, but honestly, I think, yeah, this is one of the easier parts of any map in the pool. It's just that this isn't what the entire map is.
Yeah. Emphasis
You've
on
always-
the part.
You've always liked your spicy hidden twos. And this is one of
No.
those. Oh, that
Big
mono.
mono.
Is so...
Oh.
Excuse me. That is so easy to full 100. I don't think I've hit a single 300 on that mono ever in a few attempts on this map with hidden. Don't miss. Don't miss on the content.
Don't miss. Might have done that later, but don't worry about it.
No, you would never.
I would never. That's why the replay is anonymous.
Yeah, kind of longer patterns and everything compared to the earlier speed section we saw, but again, everything looks fairly comfy.
I'm gonna see a lot of the act loss coming on the slower sections like this for good reason. They're just tricky. It's anything slow on hidden. Speed hidden is not for one tricks in this tournament. At least not when you're in grand finals. If you're a one trick, how did you get this far?
Yeah.
I don't think you did. You probably went out sometime in semis, maybe. Anyway. Hey, it's normal. This is easy.
Yeah, back to another
It's
Kiai.
so simple.
Yeah, I mean, the densest parts are the easiest parts of the map, I'd say. Oh, no! To be fair. I think I would have done the same, actually. Those did seem a little unusual, but maybe that's just me getting baited by the fact you missed.
With a fake out ending. So don't
Yep.
forget that one.
This one was
density
very
this
fast.
does actually get to be very highest roll, yeah. Somehow that little ending bit is actually quite easy to act.
Yeah.
It's
It's
weird.
a nice little boop.
You'd think it would full 100 it, but doesn't tend to happen.
But what you will full 100 is Hard Rock 1, because that is very, very, very difficult.
Oh my goodness, Naran got 98. I'm actually a little surprised. Okay, I'm gonna get this out of the way. I actually find this easier to act than Color Printer. But then again, I just really suck at Color Printer. This is Kisara is beside you. I feel like this kind of takes the polyrhythm map that Color Printer pretty much was, in large part, and turns it into dump mapping style.
Yeah, it's more No Mod 6 than No Mod 7.
Yeah. Still got a little bit of that No Mod 7 DNA, but not enough to... Like, not as much as Color Printer. Single tapping as much as someone like Nuren, though, will probably still help your act if you're able to pull it off. It's a big if, though.
It's only 90 BPM.
You're right. Why wasn't this map in round of 32? This essentially plays like 270 for the most part. This whole section.
Yeah.
With some deviations, though.
Thankfully, it's only OD 9.1 as well, so that kind of will help with the accuracy too.
Yeah. It
Might
was
not be enough to
originally
see.
OD10, but that would be a little, too sadistic and evil, and we don't want to be that sadistic and evil, just a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like we've got enough difficulty from the varied snappings and that'll take care of the accuracy aspect itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, bit of a break section here. Maybe necessary for players, maybe unwanted even, though. Might drive up the nerves a bit.
Yeah.
Might tempt some people to hit that forbidden tab key, see what's going on. Never do that. Never helps the nerves. And
But then you
still
might
got a
see you're
section to
winning
go
by
here.
300k.
I think this is the trickiest section. Teasel, I don't think you're expanding a lead to 200k on any of these teams here. Even if your team is max scoring. No, these guys are good. These remaining teams are good. Nice play, Naran.
Fantastic job. Alright. Hard Rock 2 is my favorite map in the game. Full stop.
Yeah. I mean, how long have you had this pick in your back pocket? 5 years? Longer?
Ever since I saw it.
This is 6 stars actually before HR is X up step X. It's 6 stars, 240 BPM. Okay, it goes up 0.7 of a star with HR. Similar to something like Sentinel. That's about the max a map can gain from HR right now, as far as I know.
Pretty much, yeah.
If a map could gain more, though, I think this one probably would. It is
Yeah.
fast in places.
I feel like I'd be
Sentinel
correct in...
was very heavy on mechanics, but this is sort of the opposite.
I think I'd be correct to make an assumption that we're going to have SV going higher than 240 for this one.
Correct. That's like right there.
You got the classic just straight into the high intensity drop from, the Kenomini EDM Squad classic, right? Okay, a shield. Oh, we're going on it. Just
we're
all
going
at
in.
once. 0 to 100 in half a second flat. And when it hits 100, it stays there for a while.
Yeah,
These bursts are brutal. I think I saw a couple finisher skips there. Which
Yeah, we do seem to have
fair
finishers,
enough.
but I mean, at least so far, not quite as crazy as last week's Hard Rock 2. But we'll see
No.
what happens later on.
Since this is such a long map, it comes with, naturally the fact that it's more spread out in difficulty, more quote-unquote balanced.
Yeah, there are like ample breaks in this. Well, as break section as it can get. Even the break sections aren't slow, and they all end with big speed up streams as you come into the next section. That one gets so fast.
Oh yeah.
That
Same
was
concept
one
with the
dream.
entire section.
Oh yeah, I think this is the hard part of the map, probably.
Well,
It's mostly hard part, this map, but out of it all,
Do we think we're going to be seeing teams with 3-way full combos on this sort of map?
hard. Didn't Chile almost 3-way Sentinel against my dearest UK team who didn't get a 900k? We got...
I
don't
believe
know.
so, yeah.
And they didn't even make top 3, I think. I don't know. I don't think, actually. I think
No
the
tops.
3-way on this is a very tall order, but... Korea have at least 3 god-level HR players. Japan is Japan, and Taiwan has always been kind of known for their HR prowess, right? So I wouldn't completely rule it out of any of the 3 teams, even though this is like straight up harder than Sentinel. Like I don't think it's a question.
like
Yeah,
you mentioned
I think
hard part.
it'll be a very interesting, but also risky pick for every single team in this tournament left. Just because, as you say, every team does have quite a lot of strong potential on this one, so...
I could see this getting banned, like, by any team. Maybe, you know, Taiwan or Japan are scared to death of what Peaceful is going to do to them on an extremely hard HR2. Maybe Korea is scared of Taiwan's depth. Maybe Korea have, like, third player issues on this. Like, I could see any team banning this, and also any team picking. I think this is a pretty interesting one in terms of strategy. Even though the map is fairly normal, just very, very fast.
Yeah. Fast and long. 4 minutes is quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
You know
Real
what else
test
is
of
fast?
stamina.
You know what else is also a test of stamina? DT1!
Yeah.
Yay!
How did Shokan do that? Seriously.
It's doable, but extremely risky.
Yeah, this map is probably one of the more playable ones across the modded pools. But, like, just in terms of... Okay, you know what? That's fair. That's completely fair. That
Yep,
I was
yep.
I was playing
Rip
this after
Bongo.
you told me about Shokan's one miss, and I was like, but how did he get through that mono? But okay, if the miss is there, that's fine. That is, I think, the hardest thing in the entire map.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
not
much.
to say that the rest of the map is easy, because it is not. At the very least, for AK, it's very tough.
I mean, this map is tricky on AK, OD 9.7. The mapping itself is fairly normal, but it has those singular 1/6 doublets here and there, which, in case you lose focus at all, can really trip up your reading.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
This could be the single tap semi-alter woes of, ah, god, what hand do I start on again? Ah, I already missed the entire stream.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like the intro seemed to have quite a bit crazy bursts and everything, and not kind of seeing it towards the middle. So will we see a section like that again?
Not quite as bad, not quite as bad.
Yeah, I think the first half minute of this map is the hardest part, but the rest is just consistently, tough. Not as hard, but still difficult.
What that does is, if you manage to somehow hit that big old beginning burst, you have to live with the fact that you are full comboing throughout this entire remaining section.
Yeah, the nerves are just gonna mine up and up. Unless you got the nerves of steel that might be required to even get this far. Yeah, I can see teams being just spooked by the prospect of having to roll the dice on that intro mono. But it might be a necessary evil if some of the matches get deep and you run out of picks.
Yeah.
Oh, that was clean.
Yeah, I definitely don't see any teams kind of picking this within the first, 6 maps. Like, they'd be pretty crazy to do that, to be honest. But you never know. You could kind of mind game your opponents that way. It's like, we already know we've got this.
Yeah, you truly never know. I mean,
Dare to
Japan
take a break point?
They did open up with DT1 this week.
Okay. I mean, they are crazy, though.
Yeah. Takes a certain kind of crazy to pull it off, and they do.
Yeah, replay here by the kind of one missing piece of the Exodia that China could have at absolute full strength. Shokan would have made their team easily had he signed up, and I think it's very fair to say they could, maybe even just would have gotten top 3 if he signed up, because look at what he's done to a map in the Grand Finals pool.
Absolutely decimated it.
Yeah, unbelievable play there from Shokan.
Now, what might be a bit harder to decimate is this one. A classic.
Good play, Nurjuten.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
He played it once, he did a couple in a row when he got to this one and just key spammed his replay name.
Oh, right, Naren. Okay. Took me a second.
Alright, we did it.
This one's interesting because I feel like in the past you will have seen this as a hard rock pick. But of course, I don't even know if you'd be seeing this as a hard rock pick past round of 32 in the Taiko World Cup. And there's plenty of other options as well. So it's kind of interesting to see this kind of map song, such a classic, coming to double time in the Grand Finals.
Yeah, I mean, quote unquote back in the day, this used to be seen as a very hard map, even with no mod, but fast forward a couple of years and here we are, having to put double time on it to achieve the same effect.
Yeah. And it still doesn't look like a super intimidating pick in terms of the maps around it either. This is definitely hard, but it's you look at the other stuff and it's it fits right in. And we're still saying about all of these maps that, yeah, these guys can probably play them. All 3
and
teams.
of course, here it is, the section that everyone will be waiting for.
These patterns are very hard!
They sure as heck are.
Oh my gosh. Your offhand better be either non-existent or really strong for these.
I do have to say there are a couple of double time, full combos on the leaderboard, but it's still not going to be easy. Most of them were set kind of 3 years ago or so, but they're Taske, Nightcore FC this 9 years ago.
Ooh,
Absolute beast.
Are you stronger than a Taske? Are you stronger than a 10-year-old? 10-year-old score? Hydrogen Taske versus coughing TWC players. Alright, that's DT2. Now into the HDHR, the free mod pool.
Oh, I don't know if anyone will be hitting hard rock in these ones. It's the Grand Finals after all.
Did you see Low Speed Fake Lyric in Winners Finals? I thought that was going to be 3 HDHRs. It got 5! It was 11!
5? Oh
yes!
my god.
It
And
was
most
so
of them were
hard.
extremely good scores too.
Yeah, I got a 111, which is a bit unthinkable for a map that's that anti-mod. So, you made them. Did you make them even harder? I sure hope you did.
I mean, we'll see.
Okay. So far,
I could
this
say
seems
yes
chill enough.
and then be proven wrong anyway, so we'll see.
I mean, so
Oh,
far,
these bursts.
yeah, they are pretty speedy.
The doublet into finisher combos kind of remind me of the intro of Low Speed Fake Lyric, which, personally, I did not get an SS through a single time ever. Just impossible not to hit 100s on with the HR. For me, there's a reason I'm not left in this round, though. Might cross some random 100s from some of the players, but it takes a lot with these guys.
Very much seems like the kind of map that would be kind of almost like a warm-up for a lot of the players left in the tournament. But that just adds to the pressure of needing to try double mod this one.
Yeah, and I think after the sheer displays last week, all three teams are going to feel very pressured to HDHR both free mods. Maybe even whatever FM2 is. I can't say I've tried it yet, didn't quite get the time, but something tells me it's very hard, especially if, say, Goodbye from last year and Low Speed Fake Lyric from last round or anything to go by. It's probably going to look like something only an alien could HDHR, and then we're going to turn out to have 8 aliens remaining among our 3 teams. It's kind of slower section here. Never mind. Back up we go.
Funky patterns, funky streams.
Yeah, we do have a bit of
Yeah.
SV variation, but it's nothing too crazy.
Yeah, it is only FM1 after all. This isn't the anti-mod slot. I mean, even last round, Galaxy and Toy Box was... And if you compare it to FM2 at the same round, it was very forgiving. So,
I mean, it's the yin and the yang, yeah.
yeah, it doesn't... The anti-mod slot is where the anti-mod has to be. FM1 can just be an HDHR act battle, and I think that's a fair enough description of this. It didn't seem too hard to mod.
Yeah.
So let's see what challenge Free Mod 2 holds for us.
Yeah, let's see what is hard to mod. Oh my gosh! Konada!
And
No
remover.
way!
It's Solar Eclipse, Swansea, and Backfire in the background. That's them in real life.
4-minute anti-mod? Wow. Alright.
Yes.
4-minute chain remover anti-mod.
You said something about this being similar to, Low Speed Fake Lyric and last year's map, but it's a bit more towards the 2022 angle where you had things like Ikinagi's Alert.
Ooh, I see. So not really impossible to read, but just hard in the other ways a map could be hard to mod.
They're
Got
simply
these...
difficult maps.
Yeah. Got these, just, I think, light SV effects here, or is that the...
No, there's
the
a stream.
stream printer I'm looking at? Alright.
You can never tell sometimes.
Yeah, it's tough. Bars?
Ours?
Donkama?
Good score,
Or
by the way,
Katkama,
Backfire.
rather?
Taiko Legend Backfire coming out of retirement, dusting off the work gloves to just pummel his own map into the ground like everyone knows he can.
They still got it.
Always.
I'm surprised for an anti-mod we haven't had crazy lower high SV.
Yet.
Yeah.
There is a lot of map left to go, to be fair.
So, something tells me this is... oh! Those finishers! Something tells me this is a case of SV in the map is faster than it may appear.
Quite
Yeah,
possibly,
Objects
yeah.
in the mirror are closer, notes on the screen are closer. So, yeah, I feel like with HR this is probably harder than no mod is making it look.
Oh, okay,
Especially
here we
with
go.
all the snap changes, so... And it stays technical in these sections as well. Ooh,
That's ISV.
that's hype. And really hard. Not the easiest pattern changes either. Or snap mixing, rather.
The thing with this map is that it is anti-mod, but even so, with how long it is, it's got 2,300 notes. You're sort of forced to pick something to remain competitive.
Oh yeah. Because a couple mistakes won't dock you 60k points.
Yeah.
So it's almost gonna worth it anyway, as long as you're really good at the mod, because if you just can't do it, 60k points might be the least amount you lose.
Yeah, it's quite an interesting way to look at it that I hadn't considered.
Yeah, it is very long for any free mod pick. Watch out for the doublets, don't hit them as single notes.
Yeah, fairly similar sort of final ki to the rest.
Raph, was this always
Yeah.
Backfire's playstyle?
Don't worry about it.
I mean, he's been around that long, like, could learn one or two more.
It's true, it's true. The longer you play the game, the more ways you know how to play it. Just look at like someone like Oko, just been around for years and years, knows seemingly every possible way you could play KDDK. Backfire's gotta be the same.
That is
Aw.
one tough
Great ending.
map.
That background is so cool. I just noticed the signatures. That's so
Yeah.
cool.
Oh yeah.
They cooked.
Yeah. I mean, we've got more than one oven though, right? Surely we've got one more dish.
I think we might.
Hmm.
「だから物を忘れたまま息をしてる気がしたんだ」「本当の闇を知らないから君を星に託す」刺される夢を見てしまったんださよならを飾らないで始まりの音を聞けない天使朝食を残してだから物を忘れたまま息をしてる気がしたんだ本当の闇を知らないから君を星に託す教えて僕が消えるまでにいくつの音楽を聴くことができるのそうてないでいたいから
All right, this was going to be uploaded immediately, but it's too hardcore, it's too awesome. It actually crashed my editor. So, TWC Sound Team, Strike Back Squad, Buzz Cuts, an absolutely ginormous collaboration effort between song composers 77, A2, Akimalo, A Question, Chinatsu, DJ Raisei Feluca, Maizawa, Negimiso, and SAR7.
Of course, we have this amazing background and all the graphics, the storyboard alongside it. So our illustrators were Hero and Celestial, graphics designed by Polytetral and Alex Dunk, and the storyboard by Copper Tide and Kurose and Rice SS and Nofi.
Yeah, of course, we also had a 10-minute, 10-minute video for this one. So thank you very much to Kuruke, Yoka, and Sakura06 for that. Design QA for this was done by Red, CXEA, Alex Dunk, Nafi, and Yoka. And of course, Sakura06 coordinating all the design work as usual. The map itself, absolutely insanely stacked 5-way between, get this, Nuren, Rafalj, Uone, I forget, Nananas, and Lexa, and played by probably the only guy that can in Nuren. Oh my god. Can I just go off for a minute?
Continue.
Go ahead.
Go on.
So, it's yours.
I heard the stinger, right, for the first original of the tournament in Round of 32, and I screamed like a little girl. Because this is, like, my genre of music to the absolute maximum. And I was like, oh my god, is it going to be a sequel to, like, the one Race Fast Fusion song? Oh my god. And I'm just, at that moment, I'm like, okay, it's going to be Hyperflip, right? And I'm just getting teased by these guys on the polling team for the whole tournament. And then I see the song lineup when given the info today, you know, to read out here, and I'm floored. And only just heard the song, and I'm double floored. It's crazy. Not that I can play it, mind you. It is just short of 9 stars?
Yep, 8.95.
It's
yeah, this one
too.
is absolutely incredible. Like, what a journey it is, and of course being the longest kind of Grand Finals tiebreaker, I believe. So, yeah, just an absolute incredible performance, just kind of put together by absolutely everyone involved. And I very much feel like this one kind of may go down in history. I'm really hoping it'll be very popular across all the other modes, because it has so much potential for crazy different styles of mappings here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, I've listened to this quite a bit now, so I've sort of gotten accustomed to it, but that doesn't make it any less of an absolute banger.
Yeah.
So, I think we're quite happy to kind of be able to close it off on such a high note. because there's no there's no real way to top it.
And thankfully, we don't have to, because that is the last showcase for this World Cup. I hope you've enjoyed it.
What a journey it has been. It's been an absolute crazy tournament with so many tiebreakers this year. So hopefully we'll see just one more.
Aw, if this is played in match, cinema. Just cinema.
It wouldn't get any better than that.
Well, a way to find out is to wait and see what happens. We got Taiwan, Korea, and Japan duking it out to, settle the score and the order of the final podium. They have a week to practice. We have a week to recuperate for another exciting weekend of streams. And you have a week to, prepare and be there. Or else you will be square. And you don't want to be square.
The notes are circular. They're not square. They've never been square. That one
Nor
that one
will they
time
ever
in,
be.
2020 did not happen. The notes in taiko are rhymed. Yeah, tune in next weekend. It's gonna be great.
We'd love to see you there, and we're just so looking forward to seeing our Grand Finals matches take place. Only a week away.
I'm
week
so
away.
excited. Just a week away. Taiko World Cup Grand Finals.
But until then, that's us, wrapping it up. Thank you for watching. See you again soon.
See you next weekend.
「